Is it weird that the title for this movie actually lives up to the movie itself? Cat in the Brain. The Lucio Fulci psychological thriller that is very weird. Welcome to day 5 of my Scare Show 3, titled Fulci Freakout. Let us begin. The plot. Lucio Fulci plays himself, however he is going through some hard times. He keeps on witnessing brutal murders, and he is convinced by his psychiatrist that he can't tell the difference between film and reality. However, a lot more is going on here. I'll admit, no matter how bonkers the plot, acting, or the film itself is, Fulci always seems to be able to pull it off. Which is saying a lot because the original film script was 49 pages and consisted of no dialogue, just details of the macabre that would eventually be presented on screen. I enjoy the whole art imitating life that Fulci experiences aspect. A lot of things are not as they seem. There's also a lot of scenes where the act of sex or violence occurs, and after it happens, it is shown to be just a scene being filmed for one of Fulci's movies. Fulci did this because he wanted to have scenes that mirror things that happened in real life, and on set of many of his movies. Camera angles and certain movements are very interesting, as well as weird. I can tell when a film is trying to be artsy. It all depends on if it succeeds. I think the best kind of artsy film is the film that is very subtle. However, Cat in the Brain is very in-your-face with its direction and style of filming. I think it's fantastic. The gore, the effects. Speaking of things that are fantastic, there is so much graphic violence and gory scenes in this movie that is borderline disturbingly satisfying. This film was actually released unrated because they couldn't trim it down to an R rating, because every scene was just so in your face. We get tons of bloody, and I do mean bloody, decapitations, severed limbs, and yes, a scene where a bunch of cats are feasting on a human brain. The musical score, it is very weird. There's lounge music, instrumental versions of children's songs, and nothing all too terrifying. With the exception of a song that was featured in Fulci's The Beyond. It is used during a cemetery scene. Appropriate. There are also some other tracks that are friendly yet fiendish sounding, if that makes sense. I gave the soundtrack a once-over because it comes with a set. I noticed that a lot of the songs could have been featured at an art gallery. They're so classy. An artsy movie's soundtrack featured in an art gallery. The killer always has this ridiculous smile on his face as he slaughters. The effects are mostly less than to be desired, but are still aplenty. Still, this movie is pretty deep. It's a tale of a man losing his mind. He, Fulci, is terrified. After every murder he witnesses, he is distraught, shocked, and horrified. The ending is less than to be desired, however. It is all wrapped up way too fast. For me, though, this doesn't have a very high replay value, but I may give it another watch sometime. It is surely graphic and disturbing, and also somewhat captivating. It's a simple psychological drama with some goofy shit. Overall, I give Cat in the Brain a 3.5 out of 5. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below and to leave comments and subscribe.